Buongiorno and welcome to Rome. In this video, we're going to show you the top 5 things that are major attractions in Rome if you have one port day. So with that, let's get started. And just to see that how beautiful Rome is, this isn't even on the top 5. Can you believe it? This is the Fontana di Quattro Fontini, the Four Rivers Fountain. And that is the beauty of Rome. It's just all over the place. There's just these wonderful little squares that you pop in and you can have a coffee or a cannoli and just enjoy the ambience and the beauty that is this ancient eternal city. So grab your wine, your cannoli, your pizza, whatever. Oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. And let's get started. So for the purposes of this video, we are going to review these 5 attractions and these 5 attractions only because they're what most people want to see, especially when you're on a port day and you only have a few hours. And it is the St. Peters Basilica and the Vatican Museum, the Trevi Fountain, the Pantheon, the Piazza Navona, which is also known as the Spanish Steps, and the Colosseum and Roman Forum. And during each, I'm going to show you how to get tickets and about what time, how often you need to get into those particular attractions and what you need to do, because it's always going to be crowded. It will always be crowded. And at the very end, we're going to share some of our best tips. What I'm not going to go over in this video is actually how to get from the port Civitavecchia to the city, because I did make a separate video on that and I'll tag it at the end. So you can get from the port to the city. If you didn't watch that video just shortly, the port is an hour away from Rome. So you do have to, well, not even an hour, let's just say it's 46 miles. Depending on your transportation, it can take up to 2 hours to get from the port to the city. Doesn't mean it's impossible to do it yourself. It's just you have to plan your day smart. And as you can see here, I used Google Maps to kind of map out a walking routine. And you can see, well, this is why we walked it, because we do remember only using our feet as transportation. So I put it on a route, St. Peter's Square, the Vatican Museum, and then put them in order so you can see that it makes you a nice little walking route. Takes it about an hour and a half if you're just purely walking from one place to the next. Of course, that's not what you're doing, but I want to give you a real sense of the distances in case you are contemplating using a hop on and hop off bus. That might actually waste a lot of time when the distances aren't very far at all. And this is also, if watching that first video, we told you how to get to the San Pietro train station. So that's going to drop you out a little bit behind St. Peter's Square. Just basically follow everybody and you'll get to St. Peter's Square and you'll be just fine. Well, this is the big thing to see. It's St. Peter's Basilica and the Vatican Museum. So the Basilica is considered the church, and the Vatican Museum is where all of the treasures of the Vatican are housed, and so many of them are on display for our pleasure to see. And you can see every time I'm going to show you a video, I'm going to show you a lot of people, because this is actually a quiet day. We've been there at Easter and it was crazy with people. In the summer I've been, it's also crazy during the summer because you will be there during the day. So not only are you going to be there with other port ships, you're also going to be there with just tourists, because lots of people from Europe vacation in Rome. And why wouldn't they? It is fantastic. So the details about this particular attraction, so there's 2 different things. There's the Basilica, which is the church. So when you see like an Easter service or an Easter Mass on television, that's the Basilica. And that is free. So you don't have to pay an entrance to go there, but expect lines to be there. The museum, though, has a fee. And the museum is where the Sistine Chapel is and all the amazing art that the Vatican has collected over centuries. So you have to buy a ticket, and we encourage you to buy a ticket early. You see, I have the website there, how to actually get to the official Vatican website. If you don't have the website later on, just type in official Vatican website. You've got to watch your time in here. Oh, it is so easy to spend your whole day in the Vatican Museum, or at least several hours. So if you want to do more than one thing, you really have to kind of pick the highlights and go see those and be on your way. It really depends on what you want to do. It can be closed, obviously, because it is a working basilica, working church. So the Vatican's website, I just checked it. It will give you some of the absolute closing days, and they may have some other closing days as well. Sundays can be especially busy, but they are only opened in the morning on Sundays. So if your ship is on there on a Sunday, be cautious about that. And the last Sunday of the month, they actually have free admission. So it can be very, very busy. I remember when me and my girlfriend went a long time before either of us had husbands. We actually hit it there the last Sunday of the month that didn't have admission, and it was nuts. So keep in mind, if you're there on a Sunday, it closes early. Makes sense because it is working church, but you want to plan accordingly. Very well worth it. It is really a once in a lifetime, or I've been lucky enough to have a couple of experiences seeing the Vatican and the museum. Next on our tour is the Trevi Fountain, and that's me and the first mate there. You can see it's been a while because look how long my hair is. And here, the great thing about the Trevi Fountain is mostly it's a photo stop. It won't take you very long. There's no admission because it's a public area. That makes it very easy. So be cool here. Everybody's going to want to take that famous picture. So just be cool, be patient. People will take their pictures and get out of the way, and you're going to get your money shot like we got at the beginning. And it's a great place to take a break depending on your timing. Grab a gelato that's here and a cannoli. Something beautiful about Rome is just to sit, people watch, and enjoy this amazing atmosphere. Next on our list is the Pantheon. I always get the Pantheon and the Parthenon mixed up, and the Parthenon is in Greece. The Pantheon is in Rome, this particular one. I believe there's another one in Paris. It is a 2,000-year-old building, and it's mostly known for its architecture. That's what's so famous about this particular building. Now, I have been in the Parthenon myself. I remember I've been in it. The first mate can't remember if we went when I was with him or if I went with my girlfriend, the BYE, before first mate, BYM. No, I'm getting that mixed up. Anyway, before when I was on my own. So this does require an admission. Also, as well, you can get audio guides, guided options. It's not very time intensive. So it's 30 minutes to 2 hours. It depends on how much you like architecture. There are many famous people buried here. That's kind of one of the big things. And also, there's lots of different architecture styles in it, from the very ancient, old, to some new techniques in order to keep it alive and well in the city. And next up is the Piazza Navona, which is the Spanish Steps. What I liked about this picture is, oh my gosh, can that guy behind us be super Italian? Could he be more Italian with his cigarette and leaning back? All he needs is like a glass of wine with him, or a little espresso. But this is one of the top 5 as well. And just like the Trevi Fountain, this is primarily a photo stop. So you're going to just be there a few minutes to take that picture. Now you can see that's on a no person day, and you saw the version with the person day. So just again, expect a lot of crowd. There's no admissions, but there are certainly, because it's just architecture. It's just a place to sit at in Rome and chill and just be there. So there are many cafes around to enjoy la dolce vita, which is the sweet life. And finally, the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. This is, again, going to be crazy, crazy busy, because when we all think of Rome, what do we think of? We think of the Colosseum from the ancient world, and we think of St. Peter's Square from maybe a little bit less than ancient square, but that's the two big things that we all know Rome for. And being that way, it is the number one attraction in Rome. And that being the case, that admission is required. You can buy your tickets early. And I'm going to show you how to do that in the next page, next slide. Estimate time 90 minutes to 3 hours. I've been there a couple of times, and I do remember one, it taking a while, two, the lines being nuts, and three, it was mostly outside. So it is quite warm. So be prepared for that with your water. Now let me show you how and where to get tickets for the Colosseum. This was the official website as when I last looked. The trick with all of these that I saw when I was looking up how to purchase tickets is that they almost always led me to like a guided tour that included the skip the line stuff. You know, if you buy your tickets early, they're going to ask you to pick a time. You don't need that skip the line stuff because you already booked your ticket. You already have your ticket with you. It's probably going to be an electronic ticket now. It was already electronic tickets pretty early. So make sure you're on the official website and that you're booking the ticket directly with the attraction. There are a couple of different words for it, but the attraction itself. And give your time, pace yourself. Make sure you're cognitive where you want this to be in your overall day. But the Colosseum is really something fantastic. If you remember the movie Gladiator, I'm sure you're probably going to take some time at the Colosseum. And finally, that picture again of you're going to be done with your day. I don't even know if you can do all of this during the day. So kind of what we always plan is, one, you've got to look at how long do you have. Sometimes we've been in Rome for quite a long port day, so we had time to do all of this. And sometimes you're going to be skedaddling out of there in the early afternoon or early evening, so you won't have much time. With that being the case, we suggest you kind of pick one of the big ones, and then if whatever you get to else is a super bonus. So either the Vatican or the Colosseum, pick the one that's the most important to you first, and then plan your day around that. So it's just a repeat of what I said. I won't say that again, but also remember on your cruise, you're probably going to multiple Italian cities, and all of them are really fantastic. Attraction fatigue is real. You know, you don't want all the Renaissance paintings starting to flow ahead and your head together. So pace yourself. Maybe it is just nice for you to go to one of the big attractions, a few of the photo stops, and just have a great dinner or lunch somewhere. Another thing that I had never heard of, but something you need to know is that many of the attractions, and they're not attractions, right? A basilica and a church, they're not attractions. They're churches. They're religious institutions. So they may want you to dress conservatively. So this may be a chance to not wear the denim shorts or the sleeveless shirts. Usually what it is for the ladies, they want your knees covered. So this might be a great day for a summer dress. That's what I wore. Or I usually wore pants that could be rolled up. And they definitely usually want your shoulders covered. So that could mean just bringing a scarf with you or wearing a shirt that has sleeves on it. It's a little harder when it's so hot because the tendency is you just want to wear short sleeves. But keep that in mind. And of course, we're in their home, so let's be great guests. And know your time starts to get back to Civicchia. Wow, do I always have such a hard time with that? My American mouth has such a hard time. So that is it. We hope you have a fantastic time in Rome. Like I said, we've been there 4 times. We've departed from Rome as well, so we had extra time there. That makes it a little bit more relaxed. If you have questions and we didn't get to them in this video, leave a comment. We're happy to help as best as we can. Like this video, and we are so trying to get to that first 1,000 subscribers, and we appreciate it if you could just take a second, click that little subscribe button. If you made it this far, I hope you found lots of value in it, and we wish you just an amazing time in Rome. Make life a bon voyage. Ciao.